On Reddit a couple days ago, I saw a post about a game called Darwin's Paradox, and the animation looked so cute. I thought I have to try this game. So when I saw the demo, it was a no-brainer to download. From the get-go, they warn you to sit far away from the screen because it can cause eye pain, headaches, seizures, or blackouts. I did get a little barfy playing this, but I am known to have motion sickness with games. They mention a controller will be good to use for this, but they use the PlayStation symbols for the buttons in the tutorial of the game. First impressions are the gameplay is very smooth. I love that you're this little octopus because I feel like when you're moving the controls, it really does feel like you are an octopus. You have an ability to cling to multiple surfaces. The game does a blend of animation, cutscenes, with a lot going on. So I think this is why they want you to sit away from the screen so that you could take it all in. So I believe the story is that you are an octopus and you are in this factory and you are sent to investigate what's going on in there because there's some fishy business. Within the first couple minutes of the game, it seems like it's a lot of platforming, stealth, and puzzling. After this first cutscene, then you're working on this whole stealth thing. So here's an example where you have to dodge the bird and, hide underneath these barrels. Some platforming that involves timing and a lot of jumping. I died a few times here, but the movement to me, it kind of gave me a little bit of wooziness. I don't know, maybe that's just because I'm old. The music is pretty cinematic, kind of intense at times, I think, but very, very great in the sense that I think they put so much into the graphics and animation of this. It's almost like watching a Pixar movie that you're in. So I talked about the story a little bit earlier. I think you're assigned this assignment by the octopus species to infiltrate this factory called U-Food. Supposedly they're doing some shady there that you need to figure out what's happening. And the fate of the world is in your hands. So this octopus boss mission control person gives you this ability to camouflage. And this is where your stealth comes in. So you're going to have to make your way through the factory while camouflaging so you don't get caught. I thought this was a really clever way to do stealth. I don't particularly love stealth, but I found this one to be amusing, given the camouflage ability. And when you die, it gives you that feeling, you're like, ah, man. Camera angles switch a lot, so it could be up close, it could be far away. So sometimes that motion kind of made me go, ugh. But here's some artwork that they had in the game, and I thought that this was just incredible. I loved it. I thought it was so silly. I thought it was so clever, and I love the style. It's just so captivating. I'm getting little clues as I come along, like these are the people that work at the U-Food factory, and I guess they make it seem as if they're not really humans, that it's someone behind them trying to fit in, which tells me, I guess it's some type of alien. Look at this amazing scene. Wow. I bet on the PlayStation this would be incredibly amazing to look at those graphics. The rain, the dimensions. Playing a little bit of Frogger over here. This was kind of intense. But I guess from the surface we're going to be traveling down to the bottom of the sewers. Of course, he's an octopus, so we're going to get into the waters. I died a few times in the demo, but I felt like it was pretty forgiving, and the learning curve is pretty easy. I definitely do not find this game, so far, at least in the demo, hard at all. Sometimes it might take a couple of tries to do something, or you might need the game's help hints to figure out how to do some stuff. But overall, I found it to be a good level of difficulty. Look at me sticking to surfaces as an octopus. I think that it adds to the exploration. This combined with the 2.5D gives you a feeling of this surreal world that's encapsulating you in a 360 kind of way. I mentioned this earlier too, but when they give you tutorials, it's in PlayStation controls, so I had to look that up. And this noise It reminds me of Pocopia when you take someone's habitat away. I don't know if you play Pocopia, but I was just playing that, so that reminded me of that. It's an example of where I had to use my head. There were these little white strings there, and I was like, do I have to hold on to that so I don't get blown away? But no, I just had to kind of go behind the rack to not get blown away. The demo had a lot of this using barrels to hide behind, where you had to grab onto them and to not get caught. And I thought that it was cute. Again, not difficult, but to me, still entertaining. I mean, I'm older now, so I don't really like it if I have to spend too long on something and like it just takes too much time. So I thought this was a good blend of, oh, I'm still amused and I'm still having to use my head a little bit. Maybe we'll learn new abilities because just within the first couple of scenes, I already learned how to do a couple things. And over here, she taught me how to squirt ink at the cameras. Very, very octopus like, squid like, octopus and squid like. Do they both squirt ink? I thought that was only squid. I don't know. Whatever. And this is the last part of the demo. I thought this was fun. You basically have to sling your way up to the top. And I thought that the controls were really smooth for this too. As far as like the aiming, they made it really easy for you to see where you were going to land. And I thought that it was very forgiving in terms of timing and when you died, where you restarted. So long story short, cute game. Is it worth $24.99? I don't know. I heard the gameplay is 5 to 7 hours, which might take me a little longer, but if it stays this level of difficulty, then maybe not. Ever since I got a Steam Deck, I've been so used to paying cheap for games. It might be worth it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you tried the demo, what you thought, if you are gonna buy the game. People were complaining about the frame rate. I don't know. I mean, maybe it might be better on a PS5. I'm not sure. If I played this game, I'd play it on the big screen and not on a Steam Deck. Well, thanks for watching my chaotic review on the demo of Darwin's Paradox. Did you guys buy the game? Are you gonna buy the game? Do you think it's worth $25? I don't know. Let me know. See ya!